carry here for Joe Mixon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked on by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd down, Burrow. They've got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Rolling to his left. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
The Ravens had a big season in 2019, but we're still looking to strengthen their pass rush. And they bring in Calais Campbell, a 5-time Pro Bowler, and he was acquired for the low cost of a 5th-round draft pick. 31.5 sacks his last 3 years. He's been to 2 NFC Championship games and a Super Bowl. He wants to carry the Ravens back to the Super Bowl with him.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
On the carry.
9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This time, Jackson will throw it. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Bengals nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Complete to
Green's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down.
18 on the play. And the Bengals 1st down.
Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. To the air again, Burrow. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
That's good.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 47 yards.
At the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 14th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
Tyler Boyd.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Blitz coming and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On third down, Mixon, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He'll take it at the 42. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to go for a big play. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Ravens 16. Bengals.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And a quick throw here that's complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Marlon Humphrey on the covering.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The second down pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go play action now. Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call, and they feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
31. 2 yards.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
That one caught out wide by Boykin. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It's complete to Brown, right side. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Raven First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Baltimore, first down.
To throw again is Jackson. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Second and a yard at the 1-yard line.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Ravens 23, Bengals nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
Burrow.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled at the 34.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Bend it.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Back now in Baltimore, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
21-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Gain of 4 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space.
He's taken
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
57's Mike 57. Come on.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Middle. Mike 57. I'll get him. Mike 57.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
57. Mike 57. Hey, check. SOS. Yo. Hey, report.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Tie it right. 4 down. Hey, check Mike 57. Check pass.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And that is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs. And sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
Today's final score.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So So for Baltimore, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.